All right, man. We got some discounts in the market. I'm finna, I think I'm gonna buy some Sui this week. Sui. I haven't really like did any research deep on the ecosystem and stuff like that, but I know the potential return. I ain't gonna say I know, but based off sentiment, based off community, based off like it's just a fresh new layer one. Everybody finna hop on it in the next year or two.
Right. You see your boy David be in the group. He be picking up on them meme coins. I be telling him about on Sui.
Yeah, nah, he be trading, bro. He do be trading. He do be trading. Yeah, yeah, no, that's my cousin, man.
Oh,
He
okay.
definitely, yeah, he be trading.
The one you be
He
talking about?
nah, that's a different one.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
this is yeah, that's a different one. So now this dude, he started doing four. He was the first person I got. Me and him were doing forex. That's
I
kind of
got
where
you.
me and him really started linking up, and we just he never stopped trading since then. He just switched from forex over to like
Crypto.
crypto and stuff. Yeah.
Is it real name David?
Nah,
Okay.
David
Okay.
Ruffin.
really be yeah. He got this on. He got his own little small. He got his own little. He has his own group chat on Facebook too, and they be doing a lot of meme stuff too. Did he if he joined the Discord?
Yeah, he got in a couple weeks back.
I'm not good with Discord, bro.
I said the same thing, but it's easier for me to navigate than that Facebook group because when I post in the Facebook group, it
Exactly.
show people what they want to show. Because I be realizing a lot of stuff I post. I'm like, all right, anybody see this? I hope they see it. So I know yesterday I made like a tax post. I made sure to tag people in that one because I ain't got time.
Yeah, Facebook's. Yeah, I hear that. That's true.
I've been learning YouTube University.
Yeah, I got a little Discord, but it's just I don't know, man. Sometimes it could be a lot. I don't even got that many channels, so I don't really wanna like confuse people. Just a lot.
Once I give me some more bread, I'm gonna be more active in there doing them gold trades with you.
Gotta start back actively trading next week. Holiday stuff.
Yeah, market's kind of slow.
I've been buying. I bought a little, especially with all these discounts. So I'm just kind of like waiting to see what's gonna end up happening. I know Bitcoin did a small little recovery last time I checked. It bounced back up to like 95.
Yeah,
So we'll see if it does bounce under like 90. Then I'll probably end up buying some more. Probably end up buying some more tail here in a bit. Even if it doesn't, I probably will. But yeah, it's definitely a good time to pick up some of them alt tokens right now.
for sure.
Let me see. I'm looking at Bitcoin chart right now on the weekly.
Go ahead, share your screen. Show the people what you see.
Yeah, let me do that real quick. And I have to bear with me because my computer on some slow shit. Okay, let's see. It's the weekly. So we broke out of that stuff down there. This gray area down here is a weekly gap. I think it's kind of like we talked on one episode. I think what was it, the first episode maybe?
Yeah,
We could potentially tap back it down into. So we done got this. This is actually what you call a bearish engulfing candle. So it's just like giving a signal that prices are probably going to continue down, and it probably continue in between or into this imbalance. Same thing as fair value gap imbalance. So that's between 73 and 80, 73.5 and 80. So I would say anywhere in between here would be a good buying point. I think it's gonna fall like I think we might get here before the inauguration, and then like that might be a sentiment to push it back up. So that's kind of like what I'm looking at for Bitcoin trend.
I can see that
We're
happening.
breaking trend lines, you know.
You think it's gonna drop that low?
Yeah,
I
because
think it
remember,
can.
Tether delisting.
Yeah, so there's some liquidity finna be pulled out of the market based off that too. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So it's just because it's like this trend line was going. Now we breaking it. Now we kind of like. I mean, if I draw one going down, it's kind of steep, and it's just on the daily. But just like I said, looking back at the weekly, I'm seeing it probably go into this imbalance.
It was at 112. I think was the high. So that'd be that's like a 35%. I don't know what percent that is.
If it dropped from you said 112 was the high.
Was it?
no, 108.
Yeah, let me do
Okay.
this. Right here at the top of the fair value gap is 27%. In the middle is about 30.
Yeah, it's about average.
Yeah. So usually in the middle of these fair value gaps, like if it's holding like at the 50%, like or basically in the middle, and it's weakening out, there's a good chance it's gonna go back up. Now it could break down and go to this demand level on top of these levels where it broke, but has yet to be seen. I think it's gonna go here, and we're gonna see something like. Could be wrong. I think that's what we're gonna see, something like that. It could.
Yeah, by March.
Yeah. And it just could probably just keep going. We might see 120 or something. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, man, on Bitcoin. Looking for this pullback to 80. I think we didn't already pull back in the market, but I feel like people like be like buy the dip and then it dips again. So I think it's gonna be another dip that people can dollar cost average into, and that's actually a good thing. Because once these out start to run, you're gonna want to be in a good position. And that, like you said, that average, that 30%, that's right there in the middle of that fair value gap. So yeah, buy the dips.
Expeditiously, at least before tax time.
No, yeah, definitely before then. All right, man, we can just get right into it, man. I had some stuff. Of course, it just happened yesterday about the cyber hacks from China, U.S. Treasury. Right. I got an article up here I want to read, and we can kind of discuss it. Tell me what y'all think. So let me see. Probably won't read the whole thing, but it said major incident: hackers breach U.S. Treasury workstations. It says U.S. Treasury Department notified lawmakers on Monday that a China state-sponsored actor infiltrated Treasury workstations in what officials are describing as a major incident. In a letter reviewed by CNN, the Treasury official said it was informed by a third-party software service provider on December 8th that a threat actor used a stolen key to remotely access certain Treasury workstations and unclassified documents. Oh, let me see. What was the end part? Oh, this is what I wanted to read right here, right? It says, it's not clear exactly how many workstations were infiltrated. However, the Treasury spokesperson said in the statement that several Treasury user workstations were accessed. Hardekar said in the letter that based on Treasury policy, intrusions attributed to advanced persistent threat actors are considered a major cybersecurity incident. Treasury officials are required to provide an update in a 30-day supplemental report. So what happened? What we know happened in the next 30 days? The inauguration. That's so crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Sounds like a black swan.
Like I feel like it's man. It's all part of the playbook, man. That's how I'm looking at this. Everything coming, how it's coming, and I just wanted to point that out, man. I think that's crazy. I think it's gonna be like a up ramp on cybersecurity. Not only that, like I think it's gonna be like a up ramp on like a lot of institutional blockchains being put into play.
Yeah,
I think so too. I don't really think that was a black swan event though. It was that literally says it was unclassified documents. Oh, that's it. Seemed like that's all this. All I said they looked at. They didn't even look at anything like no real sensitive information. So I wouldn't say that was a black swanny. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but definitely not like black swan or a big deal.
yet.
I mean, if it was that big of a deal, if the United States felt like it was like actually a big deal, like the security was like like we have some weak security or something, they definitely wouldn't be. I don't think they would be sharing it unless it was just like, I don't want to say like bait or something, but like it was unclassified documents. It was stuff they didn't really care about.
That's
Honestly,
what they tell us.
not a
To
classified stuff. They're not gonna tell nobody about it. If they got classified documents stolen, bro, they wouldn't say anything about that unless they was like going to war, because that's just like embarrassing. I don't think so. I don't think they would say anything about it unless they were like forced to. But yeah, no, I don't think. I guess me personally, I wouldn't classify that one as like Black Swan is like something where it's like it happens, and like, you know what I'm saying, the world kind of stops, sort of deal.
I think I just look at the detail, and I'm like, if the U.S. Treasury ain't protected, how we know we protected? That's the crazy part. If you the U.S. Treasury, you run everything when they got to do with the money and cohesive with the Federal Reserve. How you protecting us?
Well, that's what I mean, bro. It's so vague, man. Vague. It's vague like that on purpose because like it just says documents, bro. Like who even knows what they look? You see what I'm saying? They could have looked at they could have looked at like tax returns from like 2000, bro. Like they could have looked at stupid stuff. Like that's what I'm saying. Like for me to like I can't say if this was actually like significant or not. Like, I'm not gonna make a bigger deal off of information that I don't have. So like we could guess and we could say, oh, like maybe it was this, speculate and all that, but we don't have enough information on what actually happened to even say what sort of event this was or wasn't. It's left vague like that purposefully. So you don't know what information was looked at. So you don't know exactly what happened. Like that's not an accident. And that's probably because they don't, like they said in the article, it seemed like they don't know which specific agency did it. So until they actually figure out that type of stuff, they're gonna be super vague about it. So anyways, I just, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't. We'll see if anything comes out of it, bro. Um, but yeah, definitely interesting as we get into this new phase of warfare for sure. So information war.
Well, see, I was watching like I think it was CNBC. I think it was on YouTube. It was like a little short clip, and the woman was saying, even though they got declassified documents and they didn't get classified documents, they said declassified documents just could tell you like, okay, who's the CEO, who's this person in charge, and they said they could take a whole bunch of declassified information and figure out what's classified information through a whole bunch of bits and pieces of declassified information. And I'm just thinking, just taking it to the next level, they could use AI to do that instantly, quick. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but I don't know. I mean, it's government. You got to think about it, it's government against government espionage. It's like it's spies. They found them Chinese police stations in New York. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, y'all know how I be, bro. I don't really be big on the whole. I don't really be big on the whole speculation. Yeah, I don't be big on the whole speculation, borderline. Like, oh well, what if this? Well, then maybe this. Well, then maybe you know what I'm saying. If we talking like financial stuff, that's a little different. I'm definitely with that because we kind of like based off historical and blah blah blah. I'm not. You could do the same thing with this stuff, but honestly, this is kind of just like we just guessing.
Right.
Like so that's like for me, we just guessing. But nah, I mean, I guess it's cool to do that from time to time. So I mean, yeah, honestly, bro, there could be some stuff because that's really how like I don't want to say not how wars are fought, but like information is king nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a huge thing. So obviously that's always been like I think initially when TikTok came out, I think like that's kind of one thing that TikTok was grabbing a lot of our information. But I don't know, man. When I say like some of the stuff to me is silly because I remember back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember this, but remember when they had all them like stupid Facebook apps when Facebook was first coming out and they had all them stupid apps that'll like scan your face. Everybody started freaking out. It's the Russians trying to grab your face or
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it was which is don't get me wrong, it's true, but it's just like what are they gonna do with it? Like I don't really know. So
they're
I
gonna
mean,
clone you like Gucci.
hey, them Russian Gucci mans running around, brother, getting everybody. But they had also there was something that I was reading the other day. So the company that did Pokemon Go, they
Yeah,
they updated their terms of service, and basically they are collecting geolocation data on everybody who plays Pokemon Go, and they have been. Which, if you actually think about it, bro, is really nuts because if you had like that map of the different map, because there's so many users for that game, and there has been for so long that you literally would know like everything about almost any location,
of
like
course.
where buildings are, stuff like that. So but I mean, it's just it's all we could go into a lot of different, what I'm saying, a lot of different stuff like that. But yeah, there's always something crazy going on, man. Somebody trying to spy on somebody.
Nah,
I get it.
definitely. I don't know. I
Pokemon
just
Go is a good game though.
think it just plays into the
Super
whole thing, of just bringing it back to surface, blockchain and quantum computing, man. Like if they can, I guess these hackers are just getting more sophisticated with things that they doing, and due to the new nature of the infrastructure, going back to the financial system. They trying to figure out how they can get in people's wallets, X, Y, and Z.
I think with that, honestly, man, I don't think it's necessarily hackers just trying to get into people's wallets. I think it's the government trying to disguise hackers so they can see what everybody else is doing. Because I've been looking to take a few cybersecurity courses, and I was looking at being an ethical hacker, and I was going down the rabbit hole, with the white hats and the blue hats and all that other stuff like that. If you think about it, man, those people are not trying to take the average day person's funds. It's like trying to go fishing in a little lake when you got the whole ocean to explore. So I think they use that term hacker to make it seem like, oh, your money's in trouble, your money's in trouble. No, our money's not in trouble. We're basically going, like you said, on the blockchain, which is a public ledger. You can see everybody's transactions. So they're trying to scare you into it versus just embracing. Some people, like I said, we embracing and we investing in the technologies that's gonna, if you're gonna show where I'm at and how much money I'm spending, at least let me invest with the company that's doing it so I can have some type of leeway or some type of preconceived freedom of speech or whatever. But I don't think that the traditional hacker is sitting here saying, yeah, man, I'm finna go rob Charles for everything he got. Because if you look at my account, you might laugh. You know what I'm saying? You go up the street to most people in the neighborhood, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with these people. And plus, they get paid just to go in and hack people's stuff. Like government contracting for just hacking alone is enough where you're not gonna go bother the small person or the everyday person. At least that's what I think about in regards to that when they throw that term hack around like they're doing with the term woke. That was a whole different meaning coming from our community, and then they done took it and made it something that it's not. So this is my 2 cents on that part.
Yeah, if I was hacking, I definitely nah, I wouldn't do that. Let me not say that on the air.
Cancel student loans.
I'm gonna put it like this. Like you said, they ain't going after no normal people. So they went after the Treasury. They going for the big bucks.
But it ain't like we can't print no more money though.
That's crazy.
I think it's like a mix, man. I think you definitely do have like some regular hacker. I mean, it's the same thing as with any crime, bro. It's no
Different
feel me?
level.
You got exactly. You feel me? You got the base level. You got the base level people snatching purses from people on industry in daylight. You know what I'm saying? And then you got and then you got people organized. You feel me? You got people. You know what I'm saying? That actually got the plan, got this, got that.
Like
It's definitely
Walmart. No, I'm joking.
yeah.
Not like Walmart, Target.
It's
Man,
definitely so it's definitely some hackers that do you know what I'm saying. Definitely some people that are like self taught coders, that kind of just like have lived that whole internet life that maybe some people that aren't even able to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because like almost any coding coding sort of deal to get in any of those government contracts, bro, like you're gonna have to pass an extensive background check, like very extensive, because like they're not going to let you into their code if you can't pass extensive background checks, or really just any coding job for really, I would say almost any company. Well, not coding, but hacking, whatever you want to call it. Those are all jobs where for sure you're going to have to pass like a pretty extensive background check. So, that's coding is something that you could teach yourself how to do that.
shout
You
out
could
to
teach yourself how to.
MySpace.
So yeah, man, I don't know. So I think there's both. But I will say to like hack something like the U.S. Treasury, bro, like that's not just like hackers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. It's just not some random people that
Right.
hacked like U.S. Treasury. Not at where we're at this point in internet and defense. Like you feel me? That's like a highly organized group of people, or like you said, a government agency. It's not just like some rogue person. Just what I'm saying, crack the code, like that. Nah,
Mm.
Right.
nah, nah.
Speaking of hacking, this goes right back perfectly into your segment, Brandon.
Yeah. So yeah, this is crazy. Okay, but yeah. So I think it's about 2 weeks ago. Got on Netflix and they had this documentary about the Bitfinex hack. So I think it's like the greatest heist or something. Literally still can't remember the name. But anyways, I watched that documentary and I just kind of wanted to talk about like what the Bitfinex hack was, kind of explain it to y'all if you haven't heard of it, and then like also let you know why it's important to not store your crypto on a centralized exchange. So basically, the Bitfinex hack happened in August 2016, and it was like this couple, they stole 119,000 BTC from the Bitfinex platform. So basically, you know, a bunch of stuff happens, blah blah blah. They end up finding the people. 80% of the Bitcoin that was stolen was recovered by the government. But what Bitfinex did, so Bitfinex took the 119,000 Bitcoin, put a dollar amount on what the Bitcoin was worth when it was stolen, and they wrote it off as a loss for the company. So everybody who had an account lost 36% of the assets that they had in their account because of the hack. And then what they did is they minted a token. So they minted a BFX token. And for every dollar that you lost, they gave you one BFX token. The highest dollar amount that the BFX token ever got to was 80 cents. So it never even was at $1. So that's important because let's just say you had 3 Bitcoin, and instead of getting back your 3 Bitcoin, you got back how many ever BFX tokens worth for your 3 Bitcoin, or what your 3 Bitcoin was worth in 2016. But if you bought that Bitcoin to be a long-term investing, holding play, then you did not get any of the gains on what your Bitcoin would have been worth in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So even though Bitfinex recovered all 80% of the Bitcoin, they didn't pay back any of the Bitcoin that was stolen to any of their customers. There's still, like, you know, there's some people that are trying to sue them because of that. So it's kind of just goes to show, like, if you do have Bitcoin on a centralized exchange, why it's actually important to hold Bitcoin or some of your other cryptos on a wallet outside of that exchange. And that's just a story that goes to show, like, if the exchange does get hacked, how it's happened in the past. And that's like the biggest, most recent one that I can think about. That's just like, hey, this is why you want to keep your money in a wallet. So yeah, just a little, you know, a little story. Get y'all getting a nice hot wallet or something.
Yeah, especially going into the new year with the new laws and stuff with wallets. Yeah,
And just to piggyback off of that, even when y'all get a hot wallet or cold wallet or whatever kind of wallet that you get, make sure you pay attention to the messages being sent to your wallet. I recently fell for a scam where I connected it's Ethereum wallet called My Ethereum Wallet. So I connected it to what I thought was the token's website or maybe a part of their website, and I was hacked. They sent some Ethereum for gas fees, sent all my tokens to their wallet, sent the rest of the Ethereum back to their wallet. And now all my tokens are gone. But that's good for the viewers to let y'all know. Just don't connect your wallet to any random website. Double check, triple check, make sure it's cohesive to the wallet or, you know, whatever that you're trying to connect it to. Yeah, make sure y'all look at that. Make sure y'all double check, triple check.
it happens to the best of us, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
It is.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, it's gonna help.
Did you ever track the address?
It's gonna help somebody. Nah, I haven't tracked the address yet. I gotta go in there and actually make time. Just been procrastinating, bro. Cause honestly, I don't think it's anything that I could do. But
Say, bro, what you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
Message them on Telegram,
Yeah.
bro. Like, what are we?
Hey,
We're gonna go to chat
you
GPT
took my tokens.
and
Give
take
them back.
That's like,
Yeah, bro.
that's like, you feel me? You see somebody on the street and they stole your money. You just go, hey, bro. I mean, you gonna fight them? But this on the internet, you're not gonna be able to dox them.
You jumping? We on some Ready Player One, jumping through metaverses, trying to get our tokens back. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, because even if you get their wallet address,
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter. They can transfer that to another wallet, and their wallet they could just cancel their whole wallet.
even if they withdraw,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're not gonna have any information to track them down
Right.
or know who it is.
Yeah, that's the thing about crypto, people. This is self custody, so you have to be aware of all situations at all times. If you're not, especially it don't even have to be somebody trying to scam or hack you. Like you can send crypto to the wrong address. It could be off by one letter, one number, and it's gone forever.
Try wait. What you were saying? You were saying you could track them down.
Yeah, you go to the wallets and then you can go in and check the IP address. It's on some vigilante type shit. So if you
Yeah,
ain't got the time for it, ain't no point.
exactly.
But it's possible. Trust me, it's possible.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If I'm doing what they doing, I'm definitely doing that. Not from my. I'm sure they not doing that. There's no way they're doing that from their home computer, bro. They would have to be stupid to be doing that.
You never know. I don't put
Got
them
some
past
people
nobody
desperate
no
out
more,
here, huh?
bro.
I'm like, bro, there's no way. That's like you thieving in the same neighborhood you live in.
Hey, I know some people that have done that.
Ah, that's crazy.
Right.
That's
That's why I don't
nasty
put them
work.
past nobody no more, bro. People are eating where they shit at nowadays. But what I want to touch on since it is the last day of the year about the thing that we all don't really care for is taxes. Kind of go over a few things. It's a nice little article that kind of sums up everything. I know we kind of get scared when we hear about taxes, and most people are like, oh, I'll just worry about it when I get audited. Trust you, me, you don't want to wait till that happens. So basically, I'm just gonna go over a few things here real briefly. Some key takeaways as this says here. So basically, in the United States, they gonna basically tax us, and it's considered income and capital gains taxes, such as like stocks and real estate. They can trace your crypto transactions, i.e., the blockchain, and they are requesting exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, to hand over transaction records to crack down on tax fraud. And basically, to report your tax accurately, you just need to keep records of it, transactions and stuff like that. And then basically, when do you owe? When you're selling it, or you're trading it for another crypto, or you use your crypto to buy goods and services. And then income tax, so earning from staking, mining, referrals from exchanges, liquidity pools, all that is taxable events. And then they have the brackets here, how much you plan on paying for your taxes. But the key thing is, like I said, it's kind of similar to stocks. So long as you're not trading in and out of these cryptos, then the most you have to pay is anywhere between 0 to 20%. And that's after you hold it after 12 months. It's worth, taking the buy and hodl approach versus trading in and out of tokens, because once they really crack down on this stuff, I want to say by 2027, they're going to start including the cost basis for the cryptos that you're purchasing, how much you've been buying, how much you've sold. So by 2027, this is gonna be the new norm.
Crack down this. I think they're gonna crack down this year.
Yeah, well, yeah, this year, but in 2027, like they're gonna have everything across the board. They're reporting it. So right now, you can sign like the safe harbor plan, which is over here. I found it on this guy website because he was on YouTube as well. Pretty legit. But you go to here, complete the allocation plan, and this is what it looks like. So it's just saying, the law jargon or whatever. And you just keep this for your record. So if you do get audited, you can just provide this to the IRS, and then they kind of give you a pass in a sense. And if not, say that you took $100 and invested in some other stuff like a meme token, and it hits up to $100,000. Then if you don't have this safe harbor, they basically gonna say your cost basis is $0, and then they're gonna tax you on that full amount. So just sign this document going here. They send you a copy as well. You don't have to work with the guy; it's free, obviously, for the form. So just have it for your records. Just for the taxes, like I said, taxes have been spotty, in this market for a while, and I can honestly say I know a lot of people who have not paid their crypto taxes. Because some people would argue that taxes are optional, to each their own. And I'm not a CPA by no means, but like I said, it's rather be safe than sorry. Because nothing's worse than you actually making life changing money and then you got to give up 30% of it to the government. So it's the easiest ways to track it.
What's that thing? What's that document supposed to be?
A safe harbor. Basically, it's going back to say that how reporting is now before next year goes into effect, you can just do a universal wallet approach where, say, you had Bitcoin on one wallet, you send it to another wallet, and you sold it. You wouldn't have to include both of the wallets that you did the transactions in. You just pick one wallet and apply it. It's like a one click all. Well, now they're doing it on a wallet by wallet, first in, first out. So, say you bought Bitcoin when it was like $1,000, and then you held it, and it went to like 5,000, and you sold it. Then that's $4,000 that you're being taxed on if it's within 11 months versus the 12 months of holding. So you're getting taxed on that $4,000 versus if you held it, then you wouldn't get taxed as much. Then also too, you can't just negate it to a different wallet. So if you send it from wallet to wallet, every wallet that you have is going to need to be accounted for starting next year. So if you have any multiple wallets, like most people do, especially if you're trading in and out of these meme coins, I suggest you condense it or consolidate your wallets so you can have an easier way of tracking your transactions going forward, because there's only going to get worse going forward. And like I said, until we head into 2027, where these exchanges across the board are going to be reporting your cost basis for all the crypto that you buy. You can also use your tax losses to negate how much you owe in taxes. So for those who were investing last bull cycle and they lost a ton of money when the Fed basically pulled liquidity out of the market, you can use those losses basically to cover several years of you investing. So just get with a CPA. They're going to be hard to find that specialize in crypto, but when you do, ask them about the tax laws, the safe harbor plan here, just so to make sure you don't get audited. But by 2027, no bullshit, everything across the board will be reporting what you buy with your crypto. How much you've been paying into it, how much you've been dollar cost and average into it, when you sold, how much you sold. Also, a rule of thumb right now is to take a screenshot of the exchanges that you're on and your current balance as of today and have it for your records. Like I said, I don't know what the IRS has planned, but they are trying to get their fair share of the pot, especially since most of these places now are talking about getting a Bitcoin reserve, for the most part. So just kind of like I said, be safe than sorry. Hopefully none of this stuff goes through or gets reversed, but we can all hope and wish. But until that happens, you know what I'm saying, to stay safe out there. You will get these 1099 forms as well from like Coinbase. I'm not sure they give them out in the beginning of the year or around April.
They give them out around text time.
Yeah, so
They'll send you a notification.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll just see. And like I said,
So what? I'm just yeah. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look into this on my own too. Like that's what I've just been doing. I was just reading some of the commentary on Reddit because like when I did, because I'm pretty sure the tax documents that are stored in, well, it does depend. I think this is really for people that don't have their that have been holding crypto in wallets that aren't major wallets, because I know Coinbase already has been keeping track of this type of stuff. But yeah, if you have like, so this is so the safe harbor thing is going to be mainly for people that have been storing crypto in hot and cold wallets. That's that's really what that's going to be for. That way you can account for that crypto, because if you were to move crypto that's off chain on chain, that's where that cost basis would come into play, because you don't have, so like me, I have because like me or somebody who has crypto on a centralized exchange, it's on chain and it's been documented already for tax purposes, so I don't have to worry about that. But if your crypto has not been documented for tax purposes, so any money that you have on a decentralized exchange or any money that you have on a hot or cold wallet, then like literally you have to do this before like literally this would be the thing that you would want to do like today. Like no joke, no BS. Like if you have crypto assets in a hot or cold wallet, like you literally drop everything and do this. Because if you don't have that type of stuff recorded when this does come into play, and you do whenever you do go to move your crypto or cash it out, blah blah blah. That's where what Charles is talking about. They're gonna do their own cost basis will happen, but it only matters if your cryptos in hot or cold wallets or on exchanges that haven't been sending tax information. If you have your crypto on exchanges that have been sending you those tax informations from like last year, then you're good to go. So that's what I was just thinking about because I was just confused because I was thinking about like I got my Coinbase stuff last year, so I was like, how does this apply to me? But it doesn't really apply to me because I got my stuff on Coinbase, but I do have some stuff on my KuCoin wallet. So, anyways, but yeah, that's just kind of like yeah, but that's really good information. And if y'all do like have stuff that hasn't been accounted for taxes, definitely like read through that. Has all the directions in there and just get it done. Otherwise, like, because the government's not gonna play with this, they're not gonna play with this crypto stuff for sure. So yeah,
Facts. Everybody trying to go to jail or prison. So yeah, that's basically concludes that in regards to the taxes.
Yeah, I just feel like with that, it's gonna have to be like they're gonna have to implement more blockchains being interoperable because there's a lot of people that got a lot of money on a lot of different DeFi exchanges. It's gonna be I don't know, man. Like I feel like a lot of people might go rogue, man, because they trying to
Yeah,
evade
they're
that from that DeFi
well, I mean,
spot.
how you gonna off ramp though, bro? You're gonna have to eventually. You see them like you're gonna have to eventually, unless you just want to keep shuffling around imaginary money. But at some point, you feel me? Like you're gonna have to put the money on chain from that wallet
Nah,
that's
definitely
tied
if you
to
want
you.
to be under compliance, yeah.
Well, not even no, not even if you want to be under compliance. But I'm saying like you feel me? Like we don't have basically right now to use that money. We don't even have the infrastructure just to like spend it on anything. So like if you want to ever use any of that money, like yeah, if you want to stay non-compliant, then basically you just can't touch or spend it. That's basically at the end of the day, you just can't use it to like buy things. But like once you actually go to like use it, you're gonna have to take it out of the hot or cold wallet, and that's right. You getting hit right there,
Nah,
bro.
yeah,
Like it's
definitely,
right.
definitely, yeah.
off top.
Crazy world we live in. I know Congress or whichever the members of Congress for the DeFi aspect of it, because they're trying to group in DeFi places and categorize them as a broker. So they have to report as well, which kind of completely
Neutralize.
right DeFi as a whole.
That's
So they're
crazy.
definitely fighting to keep things DeFi because there's a ton of money being made. Definitely opportunities
Why I
for
gotta give to Uncle
regular
Sam some of
investor.
my DeFi money?
Right.
Well, that's
Uncle Sam ain't
crazy.
giving it to me. You know what I'm
Luck
saying?
with them doing that, bro, because that's just like really good luck with them doing that, bro. Because trying to shut down the DeFi network, it's like the same thing as like when they was trying to shut down LimeWire back. It's literally the
Right.
exact same sort of deal, bro. You can't like there's really you can't like I mean I don't maybe you can once computing changes, but like as I understand right now, bro. Well, here's what's gonna happen, bro. They're not gonna be able to shut it down, but what they're doing is what they're already doing is to off ramp it, bro. Like they're gonna just constrict what you. So it's gonna be basically gonna be a bunch of people with a whole bunch of money that just can't use the money. That's what's gonna happen, bro.
Unless
And
they
then
have resource.
eventually,
But
or
there
even
If
will
if
they
they
have
come
resource,
a person who will be the cash goat. You go to visit them with your USB, they swap it out for you cash, and they let their accountants take care of it. Like it's inevitable. Like people are gonna always
Yeah,
evolve
that's
when it comes to
facts.
stuff like that.
I ain't never think of it like
Yeah,
that.
there'll definitely be ways around it, but you know, there's always ways around everything, bro. They still gonna catch their licks on about 90 per, they gonna catch their licks on about 90-95% of people.
And that kind of
And
go back to what Charles was saying, man. 95% of crypto is gonna go away, man. Like they gonna have these institutional blockchains, and I just came up with this word in my head. It's gonna be like blockchain blockers. Like, okay, you wanna live in this country? Oh, we block this network. We block this network. You ain't using this. Now you ain't got no choice, like you said, but the off ramp. Hey,
Right.
it has yet to be seen, man.
So speaking of CBDCs, I did some more digging, right? And I was telling you guys a few episodes back about the Bahama and their sand dollar, right? So they launched in what 2020. They only have 1% of their population that are using the CBDCs because those people revolted against it so hard that they're trying to force people by 2026 or 2027, the banks, to make it a regulation that they have to use CBDCs because the people are not adopting the CBDCs over there. Same thing in Nigeria with their Naira, whatever they token is called, but they're having a hard time using the Naira for regular transactions because over there they can still invest in Bitcoin and everything else. So they've been using other cryptos, but the CBDCs are getting no play. So I look at it as from a 50-50 standpoint, either 50-50 where on one side, on the positive side, they're like, all right, this ain't gonna work. People revolting, they saying the hell with it, or they turn to a dictator aspect of like, you gonna have to use this or you can't do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't use these coins, you can't eat, can't get gas. No.
Right.
Hey man, the top 10 cryptos on CoinMarketCap right now is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, USDC, Cardano, and Tron. Tron made his way to the top 10.
Man, I told you
That's
he be
interesting.
paying. He be paying his way to get to them conversations, man.
What's the
yeah, I
guy's
seen the
name
top
again?
10 last time.
Justin Sun.
Oh yeah, he supposed to been did a deal with Trump about something. I was looking at an article.
Mm-hmm. Told you he be paying his bread to get in these
Hey man, follow the money.
places.
That's
I mean, Tron got a pretty good layer one blockchain though.
Trust it.
I just kind of hate him.
Hey,
Tron was
man,
on my
Tron
radar
been
probably
around.
like 4 years ago, but like it ain't haven't been seeing like a whole bunch of stuff about it till I guess seeing it in the top 10. I
I
still haven't
lost
really
money
seen
fucking with
anything.
Tron and their ecosystem with
That's
BitTorrent.
why you don't like.
No, it's just they stopped growing. Like they'll start projects and then they just kind of fall by the wayside. So if it ain't just you buying Tron, then it's like, what else? To buy on Tron.
Yeah, I think the top 10 sound like the top 10 is still the same as the last time we
And
looked at it.
basically, same thing with Cardano. Like I don't know why they still up there. Like this dude been sitting here procrastinating for years, like years. So I don't know, man. I remember when people like 2015, people was like, yeah, Cardano's gonna do it. Cardano ain't did shit. And the dude that's behind it, he a bandwagoner. He'll talk shit about one crypto ecosystem, and then the next breath he talking about we need to team up. I know he got some stuff going on in Africa, but like it ain't moving fast enough. You've been in the game for a long time, and you ain't got nothing to show for it. Besides like three hard forks that they had, the upgrade to they stuff. But I ain't seeing nobody saying, "Yeah, man, I'm finna go buy me some Cardano." Like, nah, it's just there.
I think I've seen people talking about it. Wasn't Cardano in that group of tokens, or am I tripping?
Talking about the top 10?
Give me one sec. I guess never mind.
Yeah, gonna say him. Like I said, you get on the Twitter with the community about Cardano, even those people who are Cardano maxis, like, yeah, bro, what are we doing? The boy then jump ship a couple times, and he talked shit about XRP for the longest, and then now he want to team up with them. He talked shit about BNB when old boy went to jail, FTX, like all of that. But now you want to be included in the conversations. Like, nah, bro, you supposed to took off in 2016.
Yeah, I
You
don't be
just
seeing
not
a
getting
whole
to a
bunch of
dollar
stuff
and some
about
change.
Cardano anymore.
The community went away. I mean, there's some people still there that still believe in it. Don't get me wrong, but overall, Cardano's supposed to have been up there with BNB numbers. Like I remember when Martin had an NFT come out on Cardano. That went nowhere. And I'm not saying it's Cardano's fault, but I'm saying, that adoption, that appeal, that making people want to be more active on that blockchain ecosystem itself. Like there's ain't nobody saying, yeah, man, I'm gonna go build this on the Cardano. Solana then came in and that's what everybody talking about.
Yeah, Solana, Sui,
So it's
Ethereum OG. So
right.
next is XRPL. Let's go.
I'm trying to see how they're gonna let us borrow against it because Nexo got delisted from the United States. So I'm just sitting here on liquid cash trying to say, hey, I need to put these into some liquidity pools so I can make some bread. I still ain't forgot about you. Showing you how to do
Nah,
that.
I think I don't think I'm about to mess with it, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, more money
I'm
for
about to
me.
mess with it. Yeah, I was talking to my cousin a little bit because my cousin was doing not
Not
what's
David Ruffin.
not Davey. Can't dox people, bro. But my cousin was messing with some LPs back in the day, and he was just basically explaining it to me. Well, only because if I did an LP, it would just not be. I was thinking about using some of my Bitcoin to do an LP, but that wouldn't make sense to do because sometimes when you do LPs, you can lose some of the coin that you invested.
Yeah, you don't use your real money. That's why you go lend it and you earn interest on your Bitcoin. Go borrow stables and then you deploy the stables into the liquidity pool into whatever tokens that you feel is going to appreciate. So if it's say, for an example, Wrap ETH and another token is Aerodrome, right off of base. Those two are going to go up because one Aerodrome is one of the top AMMs on base for the most liquidity on base. Then Wrap ETH is just what it is. It's Wrap ETH. So either one of those are going to appreciate in value. So yeah, don't go put your Bitcoin into a liquidity pool. You absolutely gonna lose your money. You go borrow against your Bitcoin into stables because the stable is gonna be $1 regardless. Then you go put it into a liquidity pool into some tokens that you do believe in. So if it does get converted into Wrap ETH, it's appreciating, or if it gets turned over into say Aerodrome, it's going to appreciate. So yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. And the game has changed since 2016, 2015, or whatever like that. And I just noticed a pattern when I did it when we discuss stuff. You go run it, with your kin people or whatever. And I understand that whatever. I just say always just kind of put yourself in the waters yourself, so you not looking back 10 years from now like, damn, well I could have did this here. So I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong because if you do put your Bitcoin in just that by itself, then absolutely going to lose money. But what I'm saying is from the approach that I'm currently testing and doing is I take my Bitcoin, put it on Aave, I'm earning a percentage on that, and then I'm borrowing stables against that, and then putting the stables into the liquidity pools, earning trading fees. So I'm not losing.
Oh, so you taking the interest from what you staking on Aave and putting it into liquidity.
I'm borrowing against. I'm not even touching the interest. The interest is being accumulated on the back end on Aave. So if I put in $1,000 worth of Bitcoin on Aave at say 1%, it's going to earn that automatically. I don't touch that. It's going to keep accumulating in my wallet. But I
Mm-hmm.
can take a loan against that $1,000, and they may give me say 30%. So I got $300 that I can borrow, and I can do it in USDC. I take the $300 that I borrowed in USDC, put into the liquidity pool into whatever tokens I feel like I'm gonna appreciate or that are correlating. I'm gonna earn trading fees anytime somebody trades any pair that I'm in that liquidity pool with. I earn those fees from that, and then I can take the fees that I'm earning, pay back the loan, keep recycling that same $300. It just takes a long time
Oh,
for
I
you
get
to
what you're
build that
saying.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you coming up out the gate with 10K, but not most people coming out the gate with 10K. So I'm taking a slow approach. That's why it's at 100. I'm like at $191 now, but I started with $50. So I've been compounding and recycling that same amount of money back and forth, just paying the loan off. All right, well, let me go borrow again, put it back into it, and vice versa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, well, nah, bro.
but I got
We still get up. Just let me know, bro. For real, let me know.
you. Yeah, there's too much money to be left on the table, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like the stuff that's possible now used to be hard as hell 5, 6 years from now for us to do.
For sure. And I mean, my biggest thing is, bro, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta, my biggest thing with everything I do just from now until, bro, is just continue to do what I've been doing. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? That's just not, you know, like, so,
More
not saying
capital preservation.
yeah, not saying like I'm closed off to anything, but, you know, just making sure, like, I take my time, make the right move. And if, because that's basically a deviation from what's been working for me personally,
Right, right.
right? So, not to say that it's not a good thing, but then it's like, okay, cool. Because me personally, if I do get into it, then it's like, okay, that's gonna be another thing that now I gotta like try to dedicate some time to, and it's like I'm already mad thin on time, bro. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like if I gotta try to learn, if LPs are legit and it's just something that I'm about to learn, you feel me? It's not. It can't just be something that I'm like, you know, oh, I'm probably just gonna throw like $100, $200 in. No, like this is gonna be something that I'm actually about to sit here and like try to figure out. You feel me? Like so that's just why it's like if I'm gonna add something new to my mix that I already got, I gotta make sure it's something that like I really,
Had the
you
time
feel me,
for.
something I have the time
Yeah,
and not only have the time, but like I want to actually get behind too. So yeah. But yeah, let's definitely still get up though for sure.
I got you.
Yeah, man, we have a lot on our plate, but we gotta eat. We got to eat.